Hey everyone, this is your girl Medicine Travels. Sorry I have been MIA for a while. I did get you guys messages. I've been trying to respond back to each and every one of you. I do apologize. Also, I didn't think everybody was really watching my videos, so I took a break from that. For that reason as well. But today we're going to go ahead and get into some more information on traveling as a healthcare professional, whether it is a medical assistant, phlebotomist, whatever. I travel as both of them, medical assistant and phlebotomy. So right now I'm currently working as a phlebotomist. There was a couple questions. One of them was asking about how can you get a national CCMA license. Um, so what it is depending on which certification that you're looking for. You can go through NHA, National Healthcare Association. Um, you can go through AAMA. There is AMT. Those are just to name a few. You can look into those for a national certification. And with the national certification is where you can go to any state. You can go to any state. You can even go to Hawaii. As you know, that is part of the United States. Also, someone else asked about what's the average pay. So that depends on the contract that the company has with the client. So say for instance, you decide that you want to work with XYZ company. You want to use their traveling agency. So you speak with the recruiter. They let you know, okay, ABC hospital wants to hire you. They're going to send you a contract. And the contract, it will have details on your stipend, which includes your living, food, and living and food, housing and food. Yes, sorry, housing and food. Also, it will give you your overtime pay. It will include your hourly pay. If you on call, it will have your on call pay. Uh, all of those are separate. So like also if you check out some of the traveling companies like Aya Healthcare, they have their assignments pay listed. So you go on there and you just researching to see what places they have available that are looking for medical assistants or phlebotomists. It would show, like right now we're in this pandemic, it will show a crisis pay. I've seen some that goes up to 1,800 a week. Mind you, you do get paid weekly. You do get paid weekly. Um, Also, you want to look into um, your own housing if you want to. Like I do Airbnb. It doesn't matter to me. I'll do Airbnb. You do get more stipend, which is tax free. We're going to get into taxes as well because I am also learning about taxes. The states that I've been to in the past, it was that there was no state tax, so I didn't have to worry about it. As I am currently now at a state that does have state taxes, so I am working on that. The more information I find about that, I will definitely let you guys know. Sir, I am by train tracks, and if you heard that noise go by, um, but I would definitely, once I find out more information about that, I will make another video for that as well. Um, there was another question. Um, what is the certain length of time? Do you need to be a medical assistant for a certain length of time? You do. You want to get at least 2 years. Most agencies prefer that you have at least 2 years of experience. Um, And then also, with that being said, you don't want to go to a traveling assignment and you don't have any experience on whichever uh, specialty that they send you to, because some of them you may work at a facility where you don't give injections, you don't do any blood draws, you don't do any x-rays, you just do vitals. That's it. You're just doing vitals. You may get sent somewhere where you're going to be assisting with minor procedures. When I say minor, I mean like you're helping with stitches. You're helping them put stitches in. You're taking the stitches out. You're assisting with abscess, packing, all of that good stuff. Um, you want to gain all of these experience as much as you can before traveling. And then also when you are traveling, you want to make sure that you have money saved prior to traveling, because your contracts can get dropped. I have not had that experience yet, knock on wood, that I do not have a cancel contract the moment I arrive to the state, because I have seen some people where they arrive to whatever state their contract is for, and the hospital, the client, they didn't need them anymore. Um, so you will always want to have some money on the side for you. And also when you're doing your contracts, always have in there, if you get canceled before you even start it, make sure that you have in there, oh, okay, I would like such and such pay if you're going to cancel me after I arrive. That covers your expenses of what you spent already. Also, have in there what days that you want to have off, um, specifically. Um, If you are going to start traveling with this whole pandemic that is going on right now, I recommend that you include also in your contract, if you do not want to be assisting with COVID patients. Um, if you are going to be assisting with COVID patients, just ask if you don't mind. If you don't mind, you can. Of course, you'll be wearing your gear. Also, um, if you lost my train of thought for a second. If you're going to also do this, if you have family or pets that you want to bring along with you, you can. You will need to speak with your recruiter to see if they're providing housing, what will be the additional expenses, because you will be coming out of pocket for that if you do have family or pets coming along with you. Um, Another question was, mm, do you only travel to jobs that offer stipends? So I haven't seen an assignment where they don't offer stipend. I mean, that's you're living in food. Um, as far as I know, all of the companies offer housing and food stipends. Um, what else did I see? Someone else had a question about, let me see here. Okay, so when you do sign up for the traveling agency, you will have some tests that you have to take. Just competency tests. They want to test your knowledge to see what you know, and you do want to get an 80 or higher on your test. I don't know how many times you can take it. Most of the questions on there are common sense, common knowledge, things that you already know. And also it will be some questions that you may come across experience. With your competency is annual. Sorry, it's annually. Um, so do you need certain license per state? Okay, so I know for Washington, if you're going to work as a phlebotomist in Washington State, not Washington, D.C., you do need a certification for Washington, D.C. If you are, not Washington, D.C., Washington State. If you already have your national medical assistant certification, phlebotomist certification, whether it's national or not, um, all you have to do is go onto their website um, and apply there. You will need someone to fill out a form for you as well at your job that has watched you um, perform whichever uh, clinical work that they have listed on that paperwork, on that document. Um, the initial assignments, it's whatever you set it up for. Normally, most of them are 13 weeks. There are some, like right now, you can discuss it with the supervisor of the assignment that you're going to go to when you are doing your interview. Um, you can ask them if it can be longer than 13 weeks. Um, Also, when you are signing up for uh, your contracts, like you want to renew your contracts with that client, you do not want to go past a year. If you go past a year in that state, you will lose your stipend and your hourly pay will rise. To me, I see that as a lose-lose because your stipends are tax-free. And if you lose that and your hourly pay goes up, you're going to have more taxes taken out. That's why I see it as a lose-lose. So I don't like to stay in any state for more than a year. Right now, I'm working on having shorter terms. I don't want to stay in well, not certain, but any state close to a year anymore because I had a goal, a plan where I'm only going to be traveling for X amount of years. And so I want to be able to experience as much as I can. Um, what else? Mm. Also, having your contract that, uh, as far as your immunizations, they do have that in there. So you always want to be prepared with that. Always have a list of your immunizations on hand because they're going to want that added into your file. Um, If you if you do not have your list of immunizations, just go to your local health department and request those. Um, for some reason, I've had my list uh, only my whole life. For some reason, I still have that old yellow. If anyone on here is a military brat, you know what yellow card I'm talking about. Um, your flights. If you do decide to fly, I like flying in the morning, out in the morning to get to my assignments, and I like doing it a few days prior to my start date, only because you want to get to know your surroundings and you want to find out what the traffic is like, how long it's going to take you to get to work. Um, you want to find out where you're going to be going. Like I do it all. Go ahead and have everything set up for you, your groceries, your travel time to and from work. Get to know your surroundings. What else? Uh, Let's see here. I think that was it for all of the questions. I do try my best to answer as much as I can. So someone asks, do I know how they can calculate their stipend? Is it separate between housing, food, and travel? Okay, so calculating your stipend, um, where you are living, you want to have a tax house, a tax state. I think I'm saying that right. So with that, wherever you're living, you have to. It's gonna kind of like match the housing price. So if you're living in a $1,200 apartment, you know, you're going to be traveling somewhere else. You're going to end up finding that same housing if you're going to be using the stipend. You want to find about the same price. If you don't find the same price, that's okay. Cool, whatever. I don't think that matters. But I mean, your food, say for instance, you get 650 in your stipend, right? You're gonna go grocery shopping weekly. You're gonna spend like $100 on groceries for that week. It depends on how you eat. If you're eating healthy, you're gonna spend about $100. Let's be honest. You're gonna spend about $100 on groceries for healthy food, and it's not even gonna be a lot. It's just gonna be enough for that week. Um, I never do grocery shopping for more than a week worth. As far as the rent, I mean, everyone that I know of, unless you're living in a extended stay, like normally that's where your traveling company is going to put you is in an extended stay, or it could be an apartment. When I worked in leasing, I don't remember what travel company this person was working with, but they end up having her at our apartment. Um, what was her? And I mean, it was a pretty good pricing. Um, the apartment that we were at, and they do include the furniture. They include your utilities. So you never have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about paying anything as far as housing goes if you're going to have the traveling company cover it, which it will come from the client of where you're going. Your travel assignment, it'll be coming from their pockets, not the travel companies per se. Uh, if you if you're going to drive to your assignments, check with the travel companies to see what your mile and reimbursement would be. It may be $300 total. Also, you just want to be, if you're going to drive, I suggest that you map out prior to agreeing how long it's going to take you from A, point A, to point B. If you're leaving from Georgia and you're going to drive to Washington, map that out. Me personally, I wouldn't drive. I'll just fly. I'm flying. I'm not driving that far. Yeah. So that's an example because that's like what, a week and a half drive, and that's by yourself. I mean, I wouldn't mind driving across the country and seeing um, the views. It'll be nice. I may start doing that one day, is start driving. As far as right now, I'm just going to be flying. But I hope that answers all of you guys' questions. Hit me back with some more if you have any, and I will get back to you guys regarding taxes. When it comes to filing taxes, how that will work. I'm going to find out as much information as I can. I don't want to leave you guys out there because also I got to know myself. Um, uh, so, like, this will be my first assignment for a state tax. Um, like right now is this year. So I really don't have to worry about it that much right now, but I will get that information. I'm going to see what I can find on that and get back to you guys. But it was a pleasure chatting with you guys and getting the information that you need. Hit me back if you have anything else. Subscribe, like, comment, share this information with anyone that you know that is looking to traveling as a healthcare professional. Remember, I love you guys. Be safe out there. See ya.